명상을 통해 우울증 등을 극복하는 게 정말 가능한 일일까요? 이분이라면 그 답을 들려주실 수 있을 것 같습니다.
In a laboratory at UMass, and I worked in a laboratory in the anatomy and cell biology department.
1970년대 매사추세츠 대학병원 연구실에 있었던 존카밧진 교수는 한국의 숭산 스님에게서 배운 불교 명상을 의료에 접목하기 위한 시도를 계속해왔습니다.
And in that last year, which was 1979 in the spring, I started to go around and talk to doctors in the hospital. What percentage of your patients do you feel you help? And they all said the same thing. They said, well, maybe they help 15 or 20% of their patients. And I said, oh my God.
그렇게 해서 만들어진 프로그램이 만성 통증 환자 등을 위한 MBSR, 우리말로 풀면 마음챙김에 근거한 스트레스 완화 프로그램입니다. 8주 동안 다양한 명상 프로그램을 통해 내 상태를 알아차리고 고통을 받아들일 수 있게 짜여져 있죠.
8 weeks of MBSR for people with anxiety disorders reduces people's anxiety at least as much as the drugs, the Lexapro.
현재 하버드, 듀크, 스탠포드 등 미국의 의과대학 수십 곳을 비롯해 전 세계 700여 곳의 의료기관에서 MBSR을 활용하고 있습니다.
Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy that my colleagues in England and Canada and Wales developed in the late 90s, they have shown in many clinical trials it's at least as good as antidepressant medication. If the drug companies could bottle mindfulness, they would sell it for enormous amounts of money, but they can't bottle mindfulness, it's free. But if it weren't, if it was a drug, this would be on every front page of the newspaper.
영국 옥스퍼드에선 이를 변형 발전시킨 MBCT라는 프로그램으로 만성 우울증 환자들을 치료합니다.
And that's a really important finding. There are literally hundreds of millions of people around the world who are on maintenance antidepressants as a way of staying well. And what we're doing is giving them a choice. We're giving them an option of another way of staying well, which is drug-free.
명상이 우울증 치료제의 대체제가 될 수 있다는 얘긴데요.
When they start moving into depression, they start having these very negative thoughts. People with depression tend to give those thoughts a lot of weight. And what they're learning with mindfulness is because they realize that thoughts are not facts, that those thoughts are not who I am. And for someone with depression, or indeed for anxiety, that's a very important insight.